Okay, we're back with our cursive writing of the letter E. We're actually going to start with the capital E at this time. Notice you should already have your capital E's across the top. We are going to go ahead and get started with our capital E words here at the bottom. So we're first going to get started with this first word that starts with E. Obviously our capital E here. This is our L. This is an I. And this strange looking thing right here is a Z. So you're going to follow through that line there, make a loop down. Then it's going to move over to the right a little and make a loop below the baseline, and it's going to follow right back up to that 2 o'clock time to make our A. That odd looking thing right there to you boys and girls, that is the cursive Z that we will be getting to a lot several days from now. Alright, here's our A. Here's our B. Pinch it in for the B. And then back out. We're going to make a little loop there and come down for our E. Line straight up, straight back down. That's our T. We're going to do a loop up and back. Come down to the baseline, add a one hump, and kick out to make an H. Now notice this word also had a T and an I. So we go back and cross the T and dot the I. This is actually Elizabeth. Elizabeth. Notice a lot of times we do say Elizabeth. It's actually an E there, so it should be Elizabeth. But a lot of times we say Elizabeth, which is actually not matching up to the letter, is it? Alright, so E. Liz. And be careful here with the Z. It comes down. And then it comes, it kind of tucks in a little bit right there. It comes over and then down to make a loop. And then it comes up and then around to that 2 o'clock time to make our A. Now we're back to more comfortable letters here. Tuck it in for the B. Come out, up a little bit for a little loop there for your E. T, H. Elizabeth. Remember, dot your I, cross your T. Alright, the next one is a short, easier one. This is EVE, or Eve. There's our capital E. We're going to lead right into that V. Come down and over to make an E. Alright, and then again, we're going to write it on our own here. Capital E, loop-de-loop, up and down, and make the V, over, make a little loop for the E. Eve. Next we have Emmanuel. Emmanuel. This is also another name. E. Emmanuel. Notice here's the word man right there in the middle of it. The U makes its own sound. Emmanuel. Alright, so let's draw on our own. E. And U-L. Emmanuel. And that one you may need to take a little finger break there with your hand, because that one is a little long and works those fingers pretty good. So you might want to take a little finger break. Flick them and stretch them and work those fingers a little bit. Okay. Alright, let's move on to our next word. Thankfully it's a short one after Emmanuel was so long. We're going to write the word Ed. Another name. And a short one at that. So here's our E. Loop-de-loop. Come around, make the D. And now we have Ed. Okay, next we have another, actually this is one of our continents we've talked about this year, Europe. Okay, so it actually starts with the ur sound here at the beginning. We don't really hear that E. And what we do normally when we say this word is it sounds like we're making a Y sound at the beginning, Europe. But it's actually the U that we're hearing, Europe. So it's actually EU. Here's the R, slants down a little bit there, comes down, and then go around for the O. And notice your O still up at the top, coming over, then go to the midline. You're going to go down, loop back, back up, and you're going to make a lowercase p. Back out with a little loop, up, and that spells Europe. Actually, it looks like it has the word rope in it, Europe, but it actually makes a sound here instead of an O sound, Europe. Alright, so let's try again on our own. E, U, so that's the Europe. Okay, next we have extra. Sounds a lot like extra, which would be E-X-T-R-A, but this one has an S in it. So we have E, S, T, R, A. Cross the T. Alright, let's write it on our own. E, S, remember that belly, you tuck it under, then back out. Up, back down for the T. Do not cross it yet, we're not done with the word yet. Cross your T. Alright. Since we're at it, let's real quickly go through our lowercase letters and be finishing up with this E, maybe in one day here real quickly. Okay, here you've already done your lowercase e's. We've done them several times in our words already. So if you'll recall, if you'll do just a little loop there below that midline, tall loop is the L, short loop is the E. Now it does have that P again though in this word. L, P-H together makes the same sound as an F. Elephant, elephant. Okay, so elephant. Go up, down, loop it back, now back up with the loop or the circle in front to make your P. Kick it back out. Now go up for a tall loop, down, add the hump. That's your H. Remember, PH is what's making the sound like an F in this word. There's our A, N, T. Elephant. Let's write it on our own. L, live, and elephant. Alright, next is a short word, elf. We usually see elves a lot during Christmas time. So it's E, L, F. Remember, we go up with a loop straight down, but we also loop it underneath the bass line and then kick it back out. Elf. So L, go up for that loop like an L, but you go below that bass line, go forward with a loop, tuck it in, and then kick it forward there. Elf. Next you have energy. Energy. J. Oh wait, what's making the J sound? It's not a J. There's G before Y. Energy has G, Y in it. Okay, so let's write it on our own. what's making the sound? E-R. And here's the G sound. Energy, what's making the E sound? The Y. Lot going on in that word. Energy. All right, next we have seed. S, E, D. That is a that's two E's put together. We've talked about two E's before when we were talking about our spelling words before that had two E's making the E sound. So this would be another one we could add to our writing notebooks. Seed. We also have exercise. Notice this is C before I, so that's why I'm making a S sound here. Because if you think about it, if you tried it the other way, it wouldn't sound right. Exercise. Exercise. That's not right. It is exercise. All right, so X. Ooh, look here, there's the X. It goes up, down, and notice we don't cross it yet. We're going to go on to our E, R, follow through with our C, up, down for the I, up, belly tucked, out, little loop for the E, kick it out. Now we go back, dot our I, and we cross our X. Exercise. So a little loop. Just follow through here, leaving room because we are going to come back and cross it for the X. There's our R, C, I, S, E. Exercise. Dot your I, cross your X. And then last one. End. E. D. End. End. Alright, and so boys and girls, that's going to be the end of my video for today. I've kind of run over a little bit there, picking up both of those capital and lowercase e's. You will work on your own to create these sentences. Edward exercises every evening, period. Estelle sealed 11 envelopes, period. Follow those carefully, and remember, if you have not done so, also go back one last time and write your uppercase and lowercase e's at the bottom.